What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JP on the keys, and it's too easy back with the video today. And I got something that I haven't watched in a long time. Fred Dibnah. It's been like a minute. It's been over a year, probably, since the last time I watched Fred Dibnah. I finally found a video I haven't watched. I saw that he has like some type of like TV series, like 30-minute episodes. Let me know if you guys want me to watch those. I can definitely watch those. If I can't put them on here, I'll just put them on Patreon. And by the way, speaking of Patreon, after I'm done with this, I'm probably going to record Only Fools and Horses and drop that. It'll be on Patreon whenever I decide to drop it. So just stay tuned on that. Go over there, follow my Patreon. It's free, by the way. Go over there and follow my Patreon. Check out my other two channels. I just dropped the Fire 2K video on my gaming channel, so check that out. I'm doing something new over there on my gaming channel. This is how to remove the top of a chimney stack. Let's just watch this, brothers and ladies. Let me not exclude everybody who watches my channel. And we almost at 19,000. I'll see y'all.
Spring brought Fred another one. A £4,500 contract that would keep his family and leave a margin for further work on his engine.
This particular job is sort of a bit upsetting to me because it's like the last spinning mill in Bolton with a proper chimney, you know, and I'm going to wreck it. All that beautiful fancy work around the top, I've got to take all of that off and lower it down to the ground, you see. And this isn't quite as simple as just knocking bricks off top of a chimney. Here, there's no room at all, you know, and I've got to lower it all down in buckets, about 100 weight at once, you see. You know, I'd very much like to mend it and make it, you know, glorious again for another long period, but really it's redundant. Nobody loves it no more. Nobody wants it anymore, and they've no bloody use for it because, you know, they've only got a toy boiler down at the bottom. You know, when I first started climbing chimneys, there were quite a lot of places on coal. I even had the great pleasure of looking at one or two where they actually still shoveled it on by hand, and all the black foul smoke used to come out. But that stuff, you know, it used to come out at top, and all the gutters in the immediate neighbourhood and all the years lace curtains rotted away. But this blue stuff from the oil makes you cough and splutter worse than Captain Full Strength.
Man, just climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing.
Not very nice.
Hundreds and hundreds of feet up in the air, just climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing.
The other epic thing we did about climbing chimneys, you know, I was criticised for saying, you know, I had a few points before I climbed up. But, you know, I'd like to say that, sorry if you want to try this bloody job sober, you know.
Imagine him because they said he was drinking before he got. I mean, that makes sense. You kind of look, you're a little bit tipsy, so you just like, man, I'm just gonna go, because you know, usually when you're drunk, you just throw caution to the wind most of the time. You're just like, F it, I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah, if I've had a couple of pints of beer, you know, I don't, you know, think I'm getting gone on that sort of thing. You know, taking it a little bit easier, you know, and more cautious. The thing is that once you've got up that first bloody ladder, you've only got to make one wrong move and you're dead. I mean, them boards, there's great gaps in them, you know. I mean, you could put one foot through the space and not even fall off, but smash your bloody leg in two pieces and then you'd feel a bit of a fool. Well, fire brigade's no good because the ladder's not long enough. Somebody'd have to come and rescue you with an helicopter, you know, which is a bit of a, you know, we can't have any of that, can we?
Say one wrong move and you're dead. I mean, that is true.
Well, when you've had a pint or two and you're stuck up on top of a big factory chimney and sort of the calls of nature become imminent, you can either have a go down the middle or over the edge, you know, whereby they think it's raining in the next field.
I can't even imagine if you gotta pee. You going off the chimney is crazy. And it's like falling down hundreds of feet to hit somebody right on the head. I would rather just go in the middle at that point. I would just go in the middle.
One instance that comes to mind where we had this bucket full of cement water and kept having to go in this. And then at the end of the day, we decided to throw it off, like, you know, pitch it out like over the side of the ship, you see. There's a bloke at the bottom with a magnificent bright red Alfa Romeo sports car.
Oh, wow.
We came down and it was summertime, and all these beautiful red motor cars were covered with white cement urinated spots all over it, dry and looked very well in the sun.
That is crazy. Oh, it's like a counterweight. It's like a counterweight system. I see how it is. Oh, it's like two buckets on one.
Contraption I sort of invented myself purely through watching the steeplejacks of like 1940 and 50. One famous firm from Manchester would arrive and just commandeer a skip out of the mill and put 4 ropes, one on each corner, and like, literally pull the damn thing up by hand and put as many bricks in as they thought were sort of necessary, and then lower it down, you know. And then I saw an improvement on that, 2 milk churns on a similar sort of setup that we've got here. But you've still got to lower the one down, sort of just let it come down at 2 miles an hour, which is like 5 minutes for the bloody thing to get from the top to the bottom. And one day it dawned on me that if you had a brake drum on the haulage system somewhere, you could like control the thing yourself. Mine, the brake's on all the time. And when the can's full of the brake switch amounts to about 100 weight, I just lift up the lever and down it goes and the empty and comes up, you see.
Oh, so it's like a counterweight. So one comes down and it lifts the other one up. So you constantly have a bucket to bring.
And out come the bricks, and
okay.
As long as we can keep it going all day, like, we're in business.
Don't hit yourself in the head, man. Just. That's really smart, though. That's a smart invention. This is almost like Dirty Jobs. You remember that show, Dirty Jobs? That was my favorite show back in the day to watch. That show was awesome. I loved that show. They still got it on Discovery Plus, though. Just dismantling it brick by brick and putting it in the bucket. And
down on all these humble rows of little houses and sort of, makes me glad that I'm up here and not having to open my front door and go inside this bloody place, instead of being free like a bird. Like I often think that, my sort of lot of life is, it's more exciting and varied than most people's, They never, sort of have anything exciting, unless they're having a bloody strike or something, sort of, like, steeplejacking. And that's one thing that Well, that appeals to me because I think basically I'm lazy, you know. It's sort of a job where some days when it rains I'm quite happy because I can go home and do something on my engine, you see. Whereas if I were tied to a machine in a factory or an office, you know, you'd be, you know, watching the bloody clock all day. People say, are you not bored knocking all them bricks off? And, well, the answer is like, no, really, because the job's so reasonably simple that you can sort of carry on doing it, and you've part of your mind's conscious for the safety part of it, and the other part you can let wander away to more pleasant things, you know, like mending steam engines.
I mean, are there even really steeplejacks today? I mean, I feel like there are, but like it's probably so much more technology now that you don't even have to do something like this. But thank you for watching. I really appreciate all the support you guys have been showing the channel recently. Thank you to all the people who like, subscribe, who just engage with my channel in whatever means you see fit. Be sure to check out my Patreon because I'm going to record that immediately after this. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all the support you guys give me. But I'm out. Peace.